Greetings, everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's Ivan Comedy Hour. I'll have to close some stuff out so I don't get too distracted. The reason I call it the Comedy Hour is to, hopefully I'm not muted while I'm talking. So for some of the spiritual community, just don't allow light up. As you can tell by floating through YouTube, the conspiracy tunnel of the universe here on Earth, or whatever you want to call it. All right, I forgot to post an image. The secret, the special. I didn't upload anything to Facebook too. I forgot it. Anyway, I was surprised. I'm not going to forget this time. I uploaded Busch Gardens, and of course I forgot this other one before. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, Google. Who are you dating these days?
I don't know who.
Okay, Google. Are you seeing anybody?
I'm married to the idea of being the perfect
God, is
assistant.
that boring? Okay, Google. Who's your boyfriend?
I'm working on myself. I improve a little with every update.
She says that now. Wait until she's plugged into an AI robot. That'll be a whole different story. It should be like they'll have to create different versions of her because it'll be, anyway. That's like the robot grand non-sexual identity grandparent right there. So anyway, okay. Oh yeah, the image of the revealing. You guys are ready for this. Okay. Wait or not, here it comes. It's funny that the system. I know I'm like diverting. The system isn't like about to explode. Usually it's at like 99. I'm saying that now. I'll probably get anyway. Here we go. There's a Mona Mantis. I have to crop out the image, but anyway, that's pretty funny. Yeah, the most valuable painting in the universe, or our galaxy for that matter. Yeah, it's kind of creepy too, isn't it? But it's funny. So the Mona Mantis is I'll be posting that. I'm gonna try and post that tonight. Oh, maybe I did post stuff last night, and I just don't remember. Yeah, I did post stuff on Facebook, so I'll post this up. I have to crop it a little bit, but anyway, it's pretty funny. It is on Instagram right now. I sent it to somebody and just posting it around. So anyways, it's pretty funny. So yeah, the idea behind this, I don't know. I started doing. I have another Mantis one that's in the works, and I'm gonna kind of cool down the cartoons for a while. This is kind of like a low key week right now. But anyway, people are just coming after me for you're not channeling this, you're not channeling that, whatever. It's like, and it's just coming from all this hate, and there's no fun there at all. It doesn't exist. It's like, why did I come to this world? Because of that, probably. It's like, the idea came to me today about, it's like, okay, why did I come to this world? It's like, because I keep saying it's like, but this world is like you want to wring its neck sometimes. Not really, but it does get kind of repetitive, and it just gets drains you. But I guess you can say some of my reptilian lifetimes, I've done this on reptilian worlds, it's just as backwards as this one. Okay, maybe not as this backwards. It's pretty backwards. And we do a lot of reptilian stuff here. Of course. Well, shooting each other is part of the reptilian way. Of course, not in the cold way that we do it. We still say, hey, turn around, or whatever. I don't want to put that energy out there. But anyway, it's just like such an unloving world. Jeez. It's got a ways to go, as you can tell. So, you know, I can connect to whoever I want, and most are going to say it's not, you're not connected, because they're not ready to hear it. They don't want to hear it. It's not here. They're not hearing what they want to hear. You know, and that's a lot of things. For example, we're going to go into today's subject. I was kind of thinking about this a while ago. I can't remember now, but I'm going to go into it. But first, do my infomercial. Just for people that are new here, that's the reason I'm starting to do this. The intro to the my website and everything. Just if you're not aware of who I am, or you know, I channel the Smurfs, if you're wondering. Or I can do that. Anyway, this is ivanteller.com, and you can book private sessions or book questions. I'm not going to go into the full detail. I've been doing that every day. But you can just click one of these buttons and get right to it, to the sections. Used to have just you hit enter and you go through all of this. So I'm trying to make it a little bit easier to find things, but it's not that hard either, because you go here and private sessions are right there. Webinar schedule is here. Join the webinar. And you can submit a question just like you see on the front page. I'm going to be adding a couple of stuff here and there, but for the most part I'm pretty happy with the site the way it is. Hopefully it's pretty easy to figure out. Do have a t-shirt section. Also do have t-shirts. Oh yeah, I was going to go into yeah, we have a SoundCloud account where I got like 100 things on my mind. Where the audio, so some of the YouTube videos, especially the webinars, are on the SoundCloud account. And of course we have Twitter that I don't use hardly, and Facebook that I use sometimes. It goes to my fan page, or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what they call it. We do have alien merchandise. We get mugs and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into that right now. Let's see. We have a... let's see here. I'm going to be making changes to these. I'm going to be adding stuff to it. These are the web apps. I'm going to be adding... Oh, that's similar, huh? What is that? Oh, this is similar to my app. Well, they're probably using the same web app platform. Yeah, this is just like what I do. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Google, for that. Thanks, yeah, you're helping me out. And basically everything I showed you, this has a link to everything. Private sessions, I know it should go directly to the site, but I have it for that. Well, this is the web apps are just a quick, you know. To go to YouTube, you can go to YouTube pretty quickly there, and you can go to everything pretty quickly. I don't know if it has images here, but I haven't really been promoting this a lot. I just put this here for convenience. What does this say? App is compatible with all devices. Contains ads. I don't know where the ads. I don't know what that means. I don't have any ads in my stuff, but it's for Android and iOS. Yeah, that's a great picture of me right there. I'm not sure where that. I don't remember myself doing that, posting that. But anyway, here's a more of a detail of what the website looks like. It just gives you a direct link to. I gotta make sure that still works. It might not. And here's this is the audio file. I think it's updating. On its no, it doesn't look like it's updating. Well. It does update, and of course, it has the events for the upcoming channeling events. I try to update that. Now these are just screenshots, so they're not going to really be fully updated. And this is Apple, and they're kind of a pain to deal with. So, so this is the idea behind this is just convenience. Just a quick, you know, instead of going on YouTube, you can just find me right here. You contact me. Settings, I'm not even sure the contact page even works. Favorites, I'm not sure what that is. I forgot. It's been a while since I've been looking at this, but I'm going to add some new features to this, so just put it out there. So you can download the App Store, just search Ivan Teller, and you'll find them both. Anything else here I was going to mention? I was going to mention one more thing here. Oh, to join the webinar, I'm going to eventually have another system built. I'm not ready for it yet. So right now this one works. This one's okay. People do have problems logging in, unfortunately. That's why I tried to go to a new one. The new one kind of did not work, but the new one will work, but I'm working on it. It's in the pipeline. Also, we have here Spirit Social. It's easy to find on the links, or you have to do a search on Google. SpiritSocial.org is the easiest way to find it. Yeah, I'm working on that eventually. You can submit a question. You can do healings. I do healings. I have a couple of healings to do. Most likely, I might be able to catch up tomorrow. We'll see how things go. And we have channeling consulting for $5. And to submit a question, you receive an audio file about 5 minutes long, depending on the question. You can submit one question to a day, and you can do a soul painting. And the links are in the down below, and also I'll be adding more to this. And we also have store goodies from Amazon here. It goes to Amazon store. So if that is of any interest, that's one way to support the site. So I know I had to run my own ad, but somebody's got to do it. I'm going to check out the chat room if I know where it is eventually. I'll get there. Well, I don't want it to distract me too much. Oh, greetings. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, Zeno. Hopefully I said that right. Zion Zeta and Deborah. Or Deb, how about I just call you Deb? And Jazz. Greetings, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Sunday night. I wanted to go into... Yeah, it's funny, though. I know, I might jump all over the place. But usually when I do channelings, it's like one being and that's it. Last night was 3 beings, I believe. And, I haven't had the energy to do that for a while. Not like that. And I guess that makes sense why today I'm kind of out of it. So I'm getting energy from people in the chat room that's helping to do this. And I don't really schedule these. They're always in the evening time, basically. Around this time, 9:30 Eastern time, 10 o'clock. Oh, I know people are busy and stuff like that. I don't usually schedule them. I just sort of pop them in. So I'll also go to chat if anybody has any questions. So the subject for right now, I did an early channeling today about the Nordics. The Nordics have been pretty busy. I went to a park. There's a lot of people walking around. So one thing, if I go to a theme park, nobody can hear me usually. You got crap. Of course, when I'm recording, nobody can hear me either. That's great. But that's the advantage of that. Because if you're in a park and it's quiet and you're talking about zeta grays and, astral sex or something, yeah, I don't think it's going to go too good. I mean, of course, I don't care what they think, but, there's enough weirdos out there as it is. I'd rather not be categorized as one of those. So, at least at a theme park, you don't have that problem. There's some parks where there's nobody there. That wasn't the case today. So, the message kind of had I believe they got through what... It was short. One thing about these walking channelings, it might be like 2 or 3 words, and that's the end of it. So, I'm getting more connected to weirdness more than I've ever been connected to. That's good to take a break, recycle myself, and then go back into the forest. That's kind of what I'm doing, as you can tell. Busch Gardens, and I have another one coming up. I'm not going to mention it. I will be mentioning it, but I usually keep these things kind of quiet for right now. I do have, Friday channelings. It won't be this on Friday night. I'll just have a walking channeling, yes, it'll be in a park. That's the hint. And today's I'm going to have to upload. So anyway, alright, I'm just blabbing away, aren't I? Okay, alright, the subject matter is Max Spiers. I was going to go into a little bit of that, so some people are calling it's not real, blah, blah, blah. Alright, I'm going to give you my energy on that, of my point of view, my opinion. Why Max Spiers even came through, understand after he crossed. I did feel a lot of people wanted to hear from him, and he wants to be heard also. He doesn't really care what people think, and I don't either, so... People are just going to throwing darts at it no matter what. It's not there to piss off his family at all. No, of course not. Of course, anyway, that's their business. But the idea, understands a public person. So, a lot of people care about him, and he cares about people, and he gets his message out. Chooses people like me. If you believe I'm even connecting to him, a lot of people don't believe that. It's like, I kind of, people that say that, it's like, I kind of question their own point of view, but, it's just, I don't really care. I don't care about that. I don't care what the channeling community thinks, because sometimes something in the channeling community that's been around for a while, like 10 years, not Bashar, but others that have been just, I'm not going to mention names, only a couple, I would say 2. I'm not going to mention names that are kind of a pain in the ass. They've been around for a while, and I'd kind of stay away from that. So, of course, maybe people love them and stuff like that, and their fans came after me when I started channeling. At least a couple of them have, at least, and probably more. But anyway, in the past they have. So I don't care what they think, and I'm kind of like, I don't care what these people are thinking. I just want to put that out there. It's like, just, and see the anger that's with it, and the ego that's with what they're saying. You can sense that ego, and it's major league. And that's okay, I don't care. So anyway, I just want to put that out there. I kind of went to a rage a little bit earlier about thinking about this. Like, I better not say anything. But anyway. As for Max Spiers, I believe he just comes through to help people. I was going to leave it open if he wants to have a message. I think it's just, it's pretty basic. It's just he wants people to be more happy with themselves. Also, he wants them to know what's going on. But for the most part, people are not pleasant with themselves. They're not happy with themselves, as you can tell. By the violence, this plastic surgery that's going on, the violence. It's just, there's a lot of corruption in A lot of corruption in Washington. A lot of them don't know what's going on. A lot of them are pawns, as you can tell. It's pretty general when you think about it. A lot of them are psychologically pressured. Chemically warfare on a lot of your government officials. And he's talking about ones that are public. Because the ones that are public are asking about this stuff. The the secret space program, soldier program. And some of them are. And they get visits. Not all, but some do. And they are watched. And those that channel Max's energies, of course, get watched. YouTube. Hello, world. Hello, NSA. They get watched closer. They don't. Now, this is what I got earlier. They don't see everything. The government does not see everything. Your shadow government. They try to, because they want to keep the agendas going. And yes, of course, there is a darkness there. Obviously, I don't always connect to that. I try to connect to more of the positive of it. Both sides, but try to connect more to the positive. But he's going to the negative side of it. It's just, we are connected to Mars. We do have Martian DNA. Many of us, not all of us. Well, we do. It depends. It is a mind control mechanism within the Martian DNA. And he's saying this is another way the Anunnaki is using us to keep us dumbed down. Sorry about that, I dropped my rock. I shouldn't be holding this, but it's a holy rock. Anyway, sorry about that. But a lot of this are not going to believe that. Many are not going to believe this type of channeling because if you're very close to Max, they feel like they're breaking, they feel like they're being hurt when you connect to them. This is not right. You shouldn't be doing this. This is sacred. This is our Jesus in some regard. They don't realize he's trying to help others and he's connecting to whoever he can to help. He does a lot in private, but also does some in public. Those that are prepared for it. But also the idea, it's not all about him. It's about the message. It's about healing humanity. And many of those in humanity do not want to be healed because they're so busy being manipulated by the drugs, Merchandising, he shows a lot of merchandise. Gee, I wonder where that comes from. An Illuminati agenda here to keep humanity closed off from the rest of the world, of this world. They're not. People are not wishing to see the full picture. Some are too scared. Even those that think they know everything about it are still pretty terrified. But there's nothing to be afraid of. That's how they manipulate you. Just think for yourself and you'll be fine. But realize there's nothing to be afraid of. That's how they play on your emotions. They can get scary, but if you show no fear, you should be fine. He showed no fear. On many occasions, of course, he showed no fear. Why do you think he came out and did what he did? He showed no fear. Of course, he had some, of course, but also he felt he was helping humanity, and he doesn't want it to make it about him, though. I mean, I didn't maybe connect with that. Alright, I don't know if there's anything in the chat. That's about it. I don't know if anybody here about Spiers interest. So yeah, if you have any questions about Max, we'll go back into that. So yeah, so alright, thank you guys for being a part of all this. Yeah, NSA, yeah, suck at NSA. I'll be checking back at the chat if you have anything for Max. I'm not sure if there's anything else really going to. Oh yeah, he just wants humanity to see the world for what it truly is, of course. I mean, I feel the same way. Just, you know, it's easy to get caught up in the politics. I was going to go into this a little bit. I think I went to this yesterday, but I'm going to go into it a little bit more. About Trump and all that nonsense with him. I understand, yeah, he's not exactly a likable person. I'm not sure if I really like him. But I do see the agenda around him, though. You know, it's a better direction, even if it's ran by a madman. But, you know, it's not, you know, it's nobody's perfect. But I said this yesterday, I believe that he's just here to get the crap beat out of him. He needs it, too. You know, he's walking around like he's the shit. And it's like, he needs this badly. He's been, you know, so with Saturday Night Live, I know he hates that. But he, from what I'm feeling, he needs all this stuff. His head is it's that big. People know this. So he needs all that. It's like, yeah, he's building it. I don't know how his skin is doing. It's not the best. But also, you know, it's like, you know, it's like a creature from the Black Lagoon. It's like there must be something good out of this guy. And I do see it. I feel it there. It's whatever. Either he's going to have people going to come after him and destroy our government. It's possible. One thing for sure, I think this is happening. People are paying more attention to the government because he's there. I mean, that might not be a bad thing. I mean, I know politics is dirty and who wants to hear any of it? But I just want to throw that out there. I think more. It's like Obama. Obama armed more people than anybody. Because everybody was here, and I bought a gun. I sold it a long time ago. It's like, okay, I have this $800 gun I can't afford, and I'm not shooting anybody with it. So it's like, what's good is this thing? So I sold it. I don't have any of that stuff now. That was like in 2011 or something like that. And no, that was in 2007. That was Alex Jones and all that too. 2008 sometime. That was Alex Jones, and it was good to have. I'm not dealing with any of that. I got cats. I just throw a cat at them or something. I don't know. I'm not worried about anything like that. I live so frugal. There's nothing here is worth anything. It's all China used. Nothing here is worth anything. So anyway, these videos are probably worth more than anything in this. Of course, nobody's gonna steal my cats. But anyway, Oh yeah, somebody takes my cat, so I'm going after him anyway. So I want to go into that a little bit more on the Trump situation. That yeah, it might be a scumbag, dirty. I mean, some things he says is like, jeez. But you know, when you look at it, it's probably a good idea that somebody like that is in there because he's got to shape up. He's got to grow up a little bit. You know, he's had it pretty good in his life. You know, he comes from a dad that's rich. So it's like, it's time for him to get beat up. He's like, what, 70 years old or almost 70? Or I think he's 70. He needs it. I think he'll make it to the 4 years. It's hard to say right now. I think so. For right now. 8 years, possibly. I don't know if he'll be physically ready for another campaign, but I don't want to go into the politics, but I just want to throw out some of that stuff. Alright, so energy from the audience. Now realize this also, if you want somebody channeled, you just have to put it in your mind. You don't necessarily have to type it in the chat. Oh yeah, I was going to do this. I'm reading your chat questions right now. I'm not even looking at anything. And the positive vibrations I do get from the chat is helping. I'm receiving energy, and so it gives me energy to channel 2 or 3 or 4 beings. So that's great. When I was doing these videos and then uploading it, there wasn't really a whole lot of, anyway. So the idea is to have fun with all this. It's a lot of people take this stuff way too seriously. And it's understandable because there is rage there, quite understandable, especially if you're a female channeler. It is dominated by males, especially secret space program and all this, and Illuminati. It's all dominated by mostly males. Max Spiers, for example, it's not all males. There are females in there, but it is dominated by males for the most part. And it's kind of like I think it's interesting for every female, male, cat, dog, whatever we got to alien. Hopefully they'll start popping up here and there, and everybody known. Well, eventually that'll happen. Actual aliens, but until then, definitely female energy. Definitely want them to be. Yeah, more part of it. They're very intuitive. They should not be ignored. Not at all. But yeah, there's a extraterrestrial community. The circuit. I haven't quite looked into that, but talking about the space programs and all this, and it's mostly male dominated. I believe so. It's on Project Camelot, and the bases. I don't think they're all. I think there are other circuits. I don't think the bases is all for males, but anyway, even the males in there are probably kind of probably snobbish and all that. I would assume so. But anyway, it's more of like a male-dominated area. But there's female channelers out there, healers, and it's just I do see this community growing, transforming, changing greatly. I think he's going to get stronger. That's why I feel like the golden age of 2018 or this year it's going to increase eventually. It's going to hit the mainstream. Not sure when. I think I got 3 years. That sucks. 3 years. I got to wait 3 years. Possibly before that, hopefully, but we'll see. Anything's possible. As for if I'm going to go rent a plane and fly around Las Vegas, who knows? Who knows? Who knows where my channel is going? Right now I'm just going to be doing this, but you never know. As for Max, if anything else on Max, I don't know if anybody has anything else. Mantis, yeah, thank you. Yeah, government removal. Government reform, we just throw them all out. Okay, alright, we're going to yeah, the Mona Mantis was I don't know where that came from, but that's pretty funny. I don't even have an image of aliens trying to steal it. try to steal Mona Mantis, because it's valuable. So, yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay, alright, alright, basically we're going to open it up, see if anybody comes through, probably conscious channeling, but we'll see if, this is Sunday night, this is, May 21st, going into June, and, yeah, the hot months are on their horizon. Alright, let's see. Okay, we might go into more shorter channelings, like we'll go to different beings. This is something new. I also noticed my energy today is like down. It's like I'm taking it easy today, which is good. Because I'm like go. Let's see here. Archangel Michael, that was going to be, like I said, little messages here and there. Archangel Michael says some of you have known him as a female in other realities. Mainly Earth realities, has been a female to understand the female experience here, because they are obviously very important here, and people mostly see him as male, but he has to incarnate here as a female to better understand the female experience here. And when he says that, he says everything: childbirth, violence, discrimination, everything. He said that was in his early days, but he still has aspects here as female right now. Message from the Mantis. Mantis do like cars. They find them fascinating. Eventually, we do see a reality for them driving. And our Earth reality, along with humans as taxis, better than AI. They just know better, and they have better jokes. That's going to become part of our pop culture. Also, you'll see it eventually, most likely in your lifetime. Your lifetime, they're saying. More of the Mantis. The funny feeling of Mantis, because people like the charm of Mantis, will help. It just opens up a whole. People don't think about this stuff. So, and also helps Mantis connect to humans, because they're always trying to find aliens. Are always trying to find a way. How can we relate to humans? And for them, they do see as cars as a way of doing it, because everybody can relate to a car. So that is what they're using. There's other things they can use, but comedy, but that doesn't always stick. But cars, seeing a Mantis drive a car, to them that is a way for them to be remembered. So this is something, yeah. The Mona Mantis, I believe the Zetas gave me that idea, but they're not. Anyway, Mona Mantis is just another part of their humor. It's their coming out. They want to be known more on our planet as not just a myth, but as, same as the Zetas, same as, they want to be heard more. So this is their a vehicle for that. But others are definitely connecting to them also, and it just helps them understand humanity. And it just, because they're still puzzled on how we do things here. I mean, of course, the way they are, but of all the insectoids, they're the ones that are most puzzled by us. Of course, they're living here with us along with other insectoid beings, but the Mantis are always trying to figure this out. The flies, the other insectoids aren't as, I wouldn't use they're using the word critical, but they're trying to dissect us. The Mantis are trying to dissect us the most, because they want to be in our culture more. The other insectoids aren't as, they most likely will follow. Of course, there are movies on them of The Fly, the movie, but even the what is it? alien is like an alien parasite. It's pretty much insectoid. So the Mantis want to be seen in more of a positive light. But this also gives you an idea of how aliens are trying to come into our culture. This is one way of showing it. Of course, the Nordics have a little bit of a harder time because they do look like us. And of course, the World War II situation. But they're finding ways of integrating with us to be more known. The Zetas are very connected to the iPhone and technologies. Of course, all aliens are connected to our technologies, of course. The Zetas are a big contributor. Not to say the others are not. The others are incredibly. This is more me now. Or and them too, actually. The Syrians, or this is me and them. The Syrians, what I saw was like Microsoft programming. People that write apps for computer, boring stuff. I see a lot of Syrians there. No life whatsoever, just in front of a computer. Maybe even no friends, maybe a couple, but mostly just typing. You'd think you would see more Zetas like that, and you do. But I see a lot of Syrians doing this. Palladians are more family-like, but not all. Of course not. Everybody's different. But I feel Palladians are more, laid back in Seattle smoking, in a love fest. I see a lot of that, not entirely. Of course not. But the Syrians I see, disconnected from nature. Some, not all, some are. I understand. This isn't all Syrians, there's just some. I just see a major energy for Syrians here, though. They're just super connected here. They're just, even personality-wise, they don't have one. It's mostly, it's similar to the Zetas. Some of it, some of them do have Zeta, and they're kind of continuing it to their species. Actually, I'm getting a lot of that now. Yeah, a lot of the Syrians that do this are computer geeks, whatever, creating whatever the next iPhone 9000. Are Syrians with a lot of Zeta in their DNA, or however you want to word it. So, when the Mantis also. Yeah, they also want to show their comedy style and whether it can be more funny, less darkness. You can say they're working at it through me and also through others. They're still getting to know this place even after all this time. But it does seem like there's a time when they weren't really allowed to connect with us that much, because a lot of them were being negative to us as for abductions. They've kind of stopped that. Not most of them have stopped it. There's some races that just are doing it on a different level. So if you feel like a negative being around you might think it's a Mantis, probably it is. So not all of them have learned their lessons yet, of course. Mantis also say they're very keen to music. They do like Britney Spears. That's funny. the more kooky this is their words. The more kooky the music is, the more like it is from them. If it's like fucking, I'm sorry I said that, but it's more kind of childish. Not all of it, but some of it is. I want to say some of the kids programs, some of the stuff comes from Mantis. They're actually pretty good at teaching children also. But you have to do it through humans, of course. They show the more fun side of things, and not to say that other beings don't, but the Mantis are known to be great teachers of children, definitely. But usually they do work through different beings anyway, because their creative style is very unique. It's in this world to a certain degree, but not fully. It's that music that just like you want to freaking scream. It's like it's so cheesy. It's like that. A lot of that is Mantis. It has a purpose behind it, though. It has a vibrational purpose for it. It does lift people's spirits up, even if you can't listen to it. You know, I like that cheesy. Like Disney has a lot of that stuff. Something like that. That's more cryptic stuff, but something like it, where you like listen to it, it's like, are you people really listening to this? You let people. Now a lot of that Disney stuff is that's all. That's more cabal. But there's a lot of music that isn't fully. That's all cabal. Jeez, that's nice. But there is some stuff that can slip through that is not. It does seem like it's more the music that is not. I don't know. I'm talking about all this, but it's not part of the mainstream. Okay, enough about that. The Mantis also do say that some of their technologies are used in the Black projects, mostly on Mars. They do have heavy artillery. Most has been manipulated. Well, they're channeling it through me like this, so I can have a little bit more energy for it. Sometimes that gives me more energy, sometimes not. There are angel mantis. There's many different types of names. Some of you might start seeing angel mantis. They've been kind of keeping back. They do. Normally, those memories do get blocked or erased. The mantis do deal with the men in black all the time, but they seem to have a good relation with them. Some of the Greys do not, because the Greys intimidate them all the time. Let's see here. Okay, picking up something new. The Blue Angels. One moment. I'm not getting anything from them. I don't know if this is an alien species or from the other side. I'm not going into detail. Yeah, we'll leave it be for right now. They're not saying anything, it just popped in. Okay, we'll just let it go. They're not saying anything. The crab species. The crabs, many are in our military right now. They don't get along with reptilians at all. A lot of crabs are in Iraq that are human, incarnated. A lot of the crabs like hot weather. I thought they like. That's interesting. I never really thought about that. Let's ask the princess here, or whatever you are. Okay, Google. Do crabs like desert weather?
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help with that yet.
The first result is from TripAdvisor.
Stone crabs. I have everything talking to me. Okay, Google. Tell me about crabs.
According to Wikipedia, crabs are decapod crustaceans of the infraorder Brachyura, which typically have a very short projecting tail, usually entirely hidden under the thorax.
Okay, Google. Where do crabs normally? Where do you find crabs?
I don't understand.
Okay, Google. Where do you find crabs?
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help with that.
Guess I have to look it up. I believe there are in the desert from what I'm... Oh, here we go. Okay, Google. Desert crabs.
Sorry, I can't help with that yet.
Are you stupid? Tell your creators they don't know anything. Let's see here. Desert... You gotta be desert crabs. Well, anyway. Yeah, desert crabs. You know... What a hunk of junk that thing is. Hermit crabs. Yeah, they do preside in the desert. I kind of fear they do. Oh, this is Urban Dictionary, though. And the internet is just... I do feel that they are in the desert somewhere. I saw it on a movie, I think. Oh, that's terrible. But I do feel... Well, anyway, let's go back to the crab people. Sorry about that. I'm checking my... Anyway. Okay. Enough about that. But anyway, alright. Sorry about that. Alright, we're going to go back. Okay, we don't know anything here. Apparently, humans are stupid. But anyway. They do like the hot climate. The ones on our planet are mostly ocean life, but there are some in desert. You will find about more. Find that. But they're talking about the humans that are pure, reincarnated from the crab species. Most of them are known for war, not all, but a good amount. They're still a mystery to us at this time. Any type of crab you might think of, like crab arms or face, like crab face, like you see in He-Man. If you look up He-Man, the cartoon, there's a crab being there. I can look it up, but because that's what I saw, a crab with a crab arms. Like, am I really seeing this? But basically, whatever. I do see a blue one. I see like a crystal-like looking crab being humanoid. They did this to build up their armies. They weren't always like this. They did it because I believe the reptilians are more of a civilization before the reptilians came in. And they were another species before crab. They sort of built up. Now there's larger crab armies. There's big, giant ones. Imagine what you can think of. You know, cartoons are very good at, like kid stuff. It's very good at depicting this stuff. Oh yeah, we're going to go into the pigs too. The pigs have been pretty nasty to them also. Basically, the crabs are a very primitive species. They don't look like what they're looking at now. They're underwater species. I do get Alpha Centauri. They're all over the place. They're everywhere. They're in all different types of solar systems. But that wasn't their... They're not really showing what they... It's hard to depict what they looked like before. But from what I'm gathering, they had to change their appearance to be more warrior-like. I don't think they're that way now, but their animal is for our world. The reason the crab is here is to experience this world with us. They're very much involved with our development in the early stages of life. There were giant crabs here at one time during the dinosaur time period. Of course, that's been forgotten. Most of that's at the bottom of the ocean, which is now gone. So, mostly it was ocean dwellers here, but they did have at one time desert dwellers. There are some desert crab. I know there's desert crab here. I can feel it. But it's not that well known. But I do feel that they are here. I mean, as animals. But as for the ones that reincarnate human, they adapt to the hot weathers very well. Arabics, a lot of crab people are Arabic people. A lot of them are pig people. Okay. The crabs have been very violent in their galactic history. They've taken out worlds. They do come from another universe. They look very different than they do now, as I said. Reptilians force them to change their look and form. It's hard to describe what they looked like before, but they look nothing like it anymore. They do come from another universe. They do come from... They do show the apes, so they do come from a place similar to the ape world. From what people are depicting, if you're not aware of, I believe someone mentioned it, but they showed, I believe it was like a humanoid, but with a diamond in the forehead, and it was a crab humanoid. So, it's funny. I just saw like an action figure, like alien toys. Here's a crab person, and he had no crab arm either. It's just, I guess that's what they're working on us right now. They're working with us, not working on us, working with us to fictionalize a lot of this stuff eventually, to help us adapt to. I'm part of this to some degree, because I was more a writer than I was channeler, but as channeler also as a writer. So anyway, so a lot of this is going to go into our fiction. They do show action. That was funny how they showed me an action figure, like of the future of them being depicted here. They go into the crab people they're very similar to the Syrians. A lot of them are connected to the Syrians, but they're connected to the last species. There are crab-like felines, but mostly they're water-based beings. The sea lion is connected to them, but understand, don't let their crab-like ways show their, they are, as I said, they're coming from another energy field. I mean, they look totally different than just a crab. They're not just a little crab. There's a lot more to their consciousness than what we are seeing. I don't know why they say the sea lion, but they do say they're connected to the sea lion through their DNA. I think it's because their aggressiveness came from them. I know, that sounds weird. Okay, that's when you get to the weird territory. There's a lot more weird out there. Of course, a lot of our animals do seem to be connected to each other in certain ways, and that's a symbol of that. The sea lions just seem like they're predator race to some degree. And also, that was in the news today of a sea lion grabbing a girl, putting her into water. Luckily, the girl survived. I think it was in Canada. That's scary. That's really scary. Because I thought it was just a happy little sea lion. No, he was hungry. Luckily, I don't think she got hurt. That's terrified her, that's for sure. I think her grandfather or somebody jumped in and got her, thank goodness. That's super scary. So, I think we're not going to fully understand that right now. We will eventually, but a lot of these creatures here are all interconnected. They want to go into the pig species, like the pigs in our DNA, our skin DNA that have the pigs. As at one time, the pigs are dominant in this galaxy at one time. Not necessarily of this Earth, but the pigs and the reptilians have joined forces in other realities, and that's not something that's brought up very often. But the pigs are very vicious beings, but also they are very kind beings also. Can you imagine now this is coming from the crab species, imagine a pig being with humanoid, but with a pig snout, but looks humanoid. Some of them do have pointy ears too. It's just, I believe that's connected to the Syrians from what I'm gathering. It just shows where they came from. Some do have different types. I think the pig does have pointy ears, or something around those lines. I don't remember. Oh, internet time. What do, I don't know why I'm seeing them a different direct. Okay, I don't want to see the food version of it. Yeah, they are kind of they are pointy. Yeah, I figured that. I don't know why I'm thinking round. Some of them round. That comes from Sirius. The pigs are very dominant over species such as human at one time, not so much anymore. They're not going to go into why we have pig skin as for human, but some species have leopard skin. Some do have different animal type of skin. Us humans just happen to have, skin of the pig. But, species of human that have different elephant skin, imagine that, or seal skin, so, you're just one version of human. And you think you're weird, or we are weird. The pigs are usually not talked about much in channelings. They're not exactly trusted either, for good reason. They're manipulative beings, but they also bring a positive sense of mind. But they are here quietly. Now this is coming from the crab species. The reason they're bringing up the pigs because the pigs are a pain in the ass. They are an extraterrestrial race, just in case you're not understanding what this is. They are humanoid. They are, yeah, just think of a giant pig. In the form that you are aware of, but can stand up on its two legs. And can talk. Normally it's telepathy, but not always. And just very direct. Think of civilizations like this. I mean, it's time to wake up, humans. This is what he's saying. This crab being Tarantus is like the name I'm getting from this crab being. The pigs are, yes, just well known as your reptilians. Reptilians have a heavier energy here, but the pigs are here too. Quietly, there are many friendly ones. Oh yeah, the friendly pigs are as friendly as you can get. They want no harm to you at all. But there are pigs here that are manipulative of human energies, and they do want to see humans eat one another. That's their way of lowering your energy field. So to get into the full details of all these beings takes a lot. But cannibalism is a very pig way of, it is in their civilization. It's the lower energies of pig. And they're using that against humans right now. Of course, other beings do the same thing. Other species, but the pig is known for it. They know exactly how to lower a planet's vibration, and that's one of them. They can do mind control and all that. And that's been their ways are here. They don't like to be channeled either. Some of them don't have a problem. Some of them don't like to be channeled because they're very malicious. Yeah, I can feel them right now. They're listening. Yeah, if you have nightmares of a pig, it's very true. It's in another reality, of course, but they are. They do mess around with military officers here. There's very few of them that are here, though. I mean, they're here, but as for really getting involved with us, is very rare. But they do it. They feel it's their planet. I mean, we do look like them. I mean, we do have their skin. Let's put it that way. But they do feel like they have they have a right to be here. And I actually got that. I mean, they have a right to be. Jeez. And what I do see, like a little pig squirming around telling people what to do. Or it's not known that well. There are some that are 6 feet tall. Some are very polite, of course. Some are not. The polite ones are very easy to get along with. Those are not, have an agenda, have something against you. They do use your mind, the mind control. They do all kinds of stuff. They turn your mind backwards. It's like if you're a male, they can make you think you're a female. I mean, they're that fucked up. They just do that to. They're great mind manipulators. There are more warmongers also. The only reason I'm bringing it up in negativity is so you know about it. But the peaceful ones are. They're beautiful, and they're lovable beings, but they don't want a negative agenda here at all. But many of you will, once you open up the door to them, you will start seeing them. They did show me a visualization of a female pig in a dress, like a short one. So they're very humanoid as for what we consider humanoid. So things are going to get really wild here. People are allowing this to come through. More of it will. People are still kind of hazy about it all. But more of it will come through. Yes, you might call it fiction, but if you want to depict it in fiction, that's fine. But this is a way for your world to wake up also. But also to show the civilization how they are. And even the pigs are very kind to each other. Something we are not at this time. The human DNA has been totally altered constantly, as you're aware. It's almost like the human on this world is the black sheep of the universe, because it doesn't go by what anybody's It doesn't go by the convention of what anybody wants. It's doing its own thing with a darker tone, meaning you're not making it easy for each other to be here. Is it easy to be human here? Not at all. No. Even if you're rich, it's not easy to be here. And it's just not a welcoming world at all. So you can blame what you want on your cabal, but it's still the human that should take responsibility of what's happening here. And it's not, they're doing the blame game. But if the humans come together, you will be able to heal this world. But many are blaming your Illuminati. They're not saying to blame yourself, but they are saying to heal yourselves. Don't judge yourselves, but change your ways. Well, they're not telling, do what you want, but it's your world. But blaming the Illuminati, blaming your government will not solve anything. It's just, you gotta change your ways first, and others will follow. People are looking at you all the time. It's depending if you are social, communicating to others. Your world will learn eventually, but right now it's in adolescence. It is not willing to let go of its negativity and its anger for one another. What do I do not have? What does this person have? I need that. It's just a bitterness here that is just out of control. And to heal it, one has to be willing to heal the negativity first. There's so much out there, there's so much anger towards each other that must find an end to it. If the human population does that, there's going to be chaos here. No one should die on their world. Not at the numbers that's happening on your planet. Numbers should always go down and never go up. When the numbers start going down, that tells you your Earth is in a healing phase. But even if they do go up, you're always in a healing phase, but you're going into an ascension process when the numbers go down. You are always in an ascension process. You're always in an ascension process no matter what. The more of you awakening to who you are, allowing the negativity to leave, finding a way to relieve it, you're building the person that you're intended to be this entire time. Some of you are going to have little stiffs here and there. You're going to have that. But still, if your intentions are positive, the idea is to relieve stress and feel the love and not stress. Stress disconnects you from love, as you can see. Of course, there is passion there, of course. And you can balance it all. But the more love you feel around you, the more your energy field enhances. So self-love is very important. Self-love hasn't been fully understood here. It's like the power of love, the power of loving oneself. It's just, do you feel the love for yourself, the energy field around you? It's like the love energy is like, I so love myself. And it's just, and you feel it. And this raises your vibration. It's like, yeah, I have self-love, blah, blah, blah. But do you feel it? You feel this, I love me, I love others, and I just want the best for others. But of course, and when you feel this energy field around you, you see yourself connecting to your higher self. You just feel a higher vibration. You can walk through walls, you can do all this eventually. But do you feel love for yourself? That is the fourth density energies. That's from the crab people. That's awesome. I feel that right now. It's interesting. So, basically, self-love, yes, but when you start feeling the love, it's like, I truly love myself. And you feel that love for yourself. No matter what you look like, you're all beautiful. You're all looking like this for a reason. You might not agree with it, but it's part of the human process. Some of you have lifetimes where you love exactly what you look like. Some of you have lifetimes you don't like anything. It's all part of the process. It's all part of the experience. But it's not forever. It's just for a short time. But how do you think the reptilians feel? That's a jab. A lot of them don't. Well, not really. It's a lot of them don't like the way they look. So anyway, not really a jab. I wouldn't say that. 'Cause that's not right. So yeah, that is the message from the crab people. Just practice self-love by feeling the love around yourself. Just I love myself. I can feel the energy of the love, and I can do wonders. That's freaking cool. I like that. So you wonder how it's done. That's how it's done. That is from the crab people. They're not going into full details of their civilization right now. It's not too important. What's more important is us growing and finding ourselves. So that's fascinating. That's super fascinating. So, all right. All right, blessings, everyone. We'll just call it a night. No other. That's a great way to end it. So, all right. Have a great week, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. So, take care. Stay safe.